Welcome to the Curiosity in Cinema season hosted by the Cinema Cartography. I'm Lewis Michael Bond, and the film to kickstart our selection is Alfred Hitchcock's hypnotic and obsession-fueled masterpiece, Vertigo. Vertigo's draw comes in many forms. Not only that Scotty, played by James Stewart, is wandering down an endless rabbit hole of intrigue, but that the audience's focus is pulled away from that mystery as the enchantment of Vertigo centres on a world that engulfs him entirely. Vertigo's plot may question the mysterious presence of Madeline, played by Kim Novak, but the further we move into the mystery, the further we're dragged into a spiralling labyrinth where nothing is quite as it seems. Why is Scotty obsessed with this character? Why is his fear of heights relevant? What do dreams have to do with anything? Even reaching the realms of whether anything that's happening is real at all. After dealing with the traumatic experience of being left clinging onto the side of a building, our protagonist Scotty is introduced via his intense phobia of heights. Alfred Hitchcock was infamous for aiming to innovate in every aspect of the storytelling medium, and he conveyed this acrophobia by creating his most famous technique. By moving the camera in one direction while zooming in the opposite, he created something so impactful, the technique is now colloquially known as the vertigo shot. This disorientation felt by Scotty is something that haunts him for the rest of the film. This fear that something could emerge around the corner, that he could fall into the depths of something at any moment, or perhaps most frightening, even fall in love. The concept of a communicating image was a vital process for Hitchcock, and perhaps never more so than in Vertigo. Kim Novak's introduction is a series of extreme close-ups of her features. She's shown as an unwhole person, a concept. She's an idea to Scotty. Filming her in black and white only emphasises her disconnection from the vibrant and warm palette of the beautifully shot San Francisco. Although Hitchcock would return to shooting in black and white for his upcoming film Psycho, Vertigo can only make sense in colour. Keep an eye out for how the colour green is almost completely absent from the beginning of the film, only to watch it slowly fade in through the characters' clothes, their surroundings, until it engulfs the film entirely. Vertigo is a film that's about understanding what you see, and Hitchcock, through his mastery of filmic grammar, displays how the symbology of cinema is in fact innately deceptive. Our curiosity prompts our keenest attention, yet no matter how much we attempt to be one step ahead of the film, Hitchcock continually reminds us that he is the one in charge here, taking us in directions we wouldn't have imagined.
I want you to follow my wife. No, it's not that. We're very happily married.
Well, then...
I'm afraid some harm may come to her.
From whom?
Someone dead.
Such was the nature of Hitchcock, to deliver us a film which keeps us ever guessing, constantly on the edge of the real and the unreal, of dreams and nightmares, constantly wondering, constantly curious. If you ever doubt that this film takes place on mystical planes, just remember this. After the first scene, how did Scotty get down? We're taught to question as we're transported through a man's collapsing psyche, so obsessed over something that he has no choice but to follow this downward spiral, falling deeper, the very thing he fears the most. In Sight and Sound's list, which is released every 10 years, ranking the 100 greatest films of all time, Vertigo, amongst thousands of votes from directors and film experts, came out at number 1, gaining perhaps the most official title of the greatest film of all time. What more can be said about a film that involves mystery identities, the case of a private detective, and an obsessive love? Well, let's leave it with how Hitchcock himself described the film. To put it plainly, it's about a man who wants to go to bed with a woman who is dead. This is Vertigo.